All right, we are headed to the barn for morning chores. Super late, of course. It's just been one of those days. Now, by super late, I mean it's like 8 o'clock in the morning instead of my normal 6. So just to be clear there, we got Sophie, we got Bailey. Here comes the Tonkinator. And pulling up the rear back there is Hugo. He's moving and grooving. Someone asked me if I could get a video of him barking. I'm going to have to try. I'm not sure if he'll cooperate. He certainly, I will tell you now, won't do it on command. So it'll be one of those kind of capture in the moment when I'm lucky type of things. But I did want to share a really funny story that happened the other day, right? So I talk a lot about how, Farm Hubby and I, we sort of split the responsibilities. A lot of the day-to-day animal care falls on my shoulders, but he does so much of the heavy lift and the fixing and the trees and, all the things, right? But I just had this absolutely perfect example of why we do this, I guess is probably the best way I can say it. Let me get these guys out. So, we had 4 little chicks somehow magically hatch in the coop. And I have to tell you, it is the first time in, 13 years of doing this that I have had chicks hatch uncontrolled. I have always, even when we've let mom hatch them, they've always been in a controlled situation. It's always been on my timeline. And all of that is really important because I need the chicks to be available at specific times. I need eggs to be available at specific times. I don't want to hatch randomly and just be like, hey, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of chicks hanging around for people that want to buy. We do things a little bit more deliberately here. So it's always been a very controlled aspect of having chicks. So these 4 little chicks have been a lot of fun for us because it's kind of almost a new experience. And I've told you in a couple of these videos, right, we've showed your mama taking care of things and how impressed we are with the hens. And so the other day, I know it's hard to tell with this gorgeous weather that we're having, but the other day it was stormy and I had stayed home and worked from home because we were really calling for bad storms. And in fact, there were 4 tornadoes that touched down in I'll call it the generalized area, which is very unusual for New Jersey. 1 was in New York, 3 were in up northern Jersey, so not really near anywhere I was, but we were under tornado watch. We had some crazy weather warnings. So, just as a precaution, I worked from home. When Farm Hubby got home, I was, kind of knee deep in meetings at that point, and I just kind of looked at him and said, hey, I'm going to be stuck in the headset for the next hour and a half or so, unable to, really disconnect or distract. So if you see the weather change, run down and take care of the chicks. And he looked at me and he says, oh, I don't think you have to worry about them. I watched and made sure, and moms get them right in the coop, and moms take care of them, and I don't think there's any problem if the weather rolls in. Mom will take care of them. It's like, oh, you've been watching and checking on the chicks? You didn't tell me that. That's so cute. So yeah, it really is kind of funny in the sense that, sometimes we don't necessarily talk about how I think invested both of us are. This one isn't even in a protected area. It is just randomly dropped anywhere. Freaking eggs. I'm taking you on a egg hunt anyway. Usually they're at least tucked away. So let's do a full walk around the pond. So anyway, like I was saying, it warmed my heart, and it's kind of one of those moments where, you remember why you're doing this, right? You remember the joy of the beginning, the magic, all of the things. And, I love this every day. Now, granted, there are some days I grumble and rumble, but at the end of it, I love what we do here. And little tiny stories like that are just a reminder that we're in this together. We both love it, despite the rumbles and grumbles and complaints. I'm just checking some high grass here because, you know, they're ducks. They'll drop eggs anywhere they darn well please. Thankfully, I think I've only found the one out here this morning. Yeah, we look clear. Like I said the other day, in this remainder of the storm debris from our down tree, there's probably a dozen eggs in there somewhere. But yeah, I was thinking about it the other day, and I said, you know, we share a lot, and of course, you know, you guys know that this is a lifestyle choice, and this is not something that you go into lightly or, you know, without full commitment, right? But every once in a while, it's nice when the world kind of reminds you why you've done this, how important it is to you, and how much you actually love it, right? Like, I don't know. It warmed my heart. Hopefully it warms yours. And if not, well, enjoy a few moments of chickens plucking around in the down trees, turkey trying to look big when they don't have any tail feathers. And Hugo Monster has made it down to the barn, so he is in the area. I'm going to go collect the rest of the eggs from inside the coop, get the barn chores done, and we'll be back for another. Until next time, there's work to be done. Turkey, say bye for now. Bye for now.